Hello, this is the Happy Vanas Pokemon podcast with your hosts Dan and Nick. We talk about everything Pokemon.
Oh yeah, and today we're going over our Bird Trio deck, which is the Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres GX tag team. But first we're going to talk about some of the base set stuff a bit more and then open our pack.
Yep. So, going back to base set, I got a couple cards I need to finish my set. So that's one thing we got going on.
Yeah.
We got some comments about base set too.
Yeah.
Scott was very adamant about some comments and how he really loves base sets still.
Yeah, base set, it's a good set.
So maybe down the line we'll make some decks out of base set and kind of revisit some of the old original decks.
Yeah, sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, so not too much more going on with base set. We're never gonna get new cards for base set.
Yeah,
base
it's
set
not
is set
anytime soon.
It's never gonna change. I just need to finish up my collection so I have a full set of base set and not the generic
base set 2.
Base set 2. So, anyways, with that, we are gonna continue on to our Pokemon pack. Now, this is the point of our show normally that we announce our winner for our pack from last week. But me and Nick have decided that we're going to push it to the end of the podcast. So, leave something for the end. We'll end with our winner from last week, and that's how we're going to end our show.
Yeah, and don't just skip to it to see who won. Because that's cheating. That's the YouTube rules of cheating.
The YouTube rules of cheating. So, here we are. Oh, our energy from last week was darkness.
Oh, we're not pushing that to the end, too?
Nah, we don't need to push that to the end.
Well, I mean,
just our winner.
What if they guess it right, then everybody knows?
Oh.
We'll talk about that more. Alrighty. I'm guessing electricity today.
I gotta use the mind. What is it gonna be? I'm going with steel.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Alrighty.
We'll put that one to the side, and here we go with our pack.
First, we have Turffield Stadium. It is a stadium, believe it or not. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for an evolution grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into their hand. That player then shuffles their deck.
Sounds like a
strong start.
Strong start.
Next, we have a Lombre. Didn't know the Ludicolo line was in this set. 90 HP, grass type, stage 1. Its ability is top entry. Once during your turn, if you drew this Pokemon from your deck at the beginning of your turn, and your bench isn't full, before you put it into your hand, you may put it onto your bench. We've seen this ability a few times.
Yeah, I think so.
On the Luxio and the evolution of Litwick. And Lampet.
Yes.
Then its second attack is Fury Swipes for grass.
Yeah, it's only attack.
Yeah.
The first one was an ability.
Sorry.
Not an attack.
Yeah. And then attack is Fury Swipes, 1 grass, 2 colors, 40 damage, flip 3 coins. It does 40 damage for each heads.
All right.
Next we have the Halucha. We went over that in the
starter deck?
Yeah, the Zacian starter deck. I wanted to say Solgaleo. Next we have the Galarian Darumaka, 80 HP, water type. 1 water and 1 colorless, ice punch, 30 damage. Flip coin, if had your opponent active Pokemon is now paralyzed.
Darumaka, that's fun to say.
Darumaka. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, next we have the Vulpix, 60 HP, fire type, confused ray for 1 fire energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Second attack for 2 colorless. Smash kick, 20 damage.
I like that art on that one. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So, go.
Next we have the Milcery, 50 HP, psychic type. First attack, aromatherapy. Heal 10 damage from each of your Pokemon. Second attack for psychic and a colorless. Tackle, 20 damage.
Well, what the heck is Pokemon doing? Milcery? Seriously?
Milcery.
It looks like a drop of milk.
It does.
With some cake next to it.
Well, I don't think...
That's ridiculous.
It's the cream Pokemon.
It's the cream Pokemon, but it's psychic.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be with water?
I don't know. Or,
right? It's liquid.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay.
They should have put a milk tank in coming out of the milk tank's udder.
Yeah, right?
That would have been funny.
That would have been real funny.
Next, we have the Galarian Farfetch'd.
I think we've gone over him before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Alright, let's go over him again. Why not?
Okay, 80 HP fighting. For 1 fighting energy, Rock Smash, 10 damage, flip coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. And the second attack is Pierce, 2 colorless, 30 damage. I like the original Farfetch'd better. He looks nicer, if you ask me. Next, we have the Galarian Meowth, 60 HP, Steel type. His ability is Evolution Roar. You must discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Galarian Berserker, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. The second attack is Scratch for 1 steel and 1 colorless. It does 20 damage. Next, we have a Stage 1. It is a Dracloak.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, because it sounds kind of goofy when I say it, but oh well. Has a 90 HP. It is a Psychic type. I'm not sure if I said this. It is our Reverse Hollow. First attack is Summon. Search your deck for a Dreepy and put it onto your bench, and shuffle your deck. Second attack is Bite, or 2 Psychic Energy, 40 damage. And that's it. Our final card is a Rillaboom VMAX Rainbow Rare.
Wow.
Yeah. 330 HP, Grass type. First attack is Scratch for 1 colorless, 50 damage. That is quite the scratch.
Yep.
Second attack is Max Beating for 3 grass and a colorless, 130. And you may discard up to 3 grass energy from this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 50 more damage for each card you discard in that way.
Oh.
It's up to 280 damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That should be able to knock just about anything out.
Yeah, and you didn't think this was a good pack.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So that's our pack for the week. We will announce, like I said, we'll announce the winner at the end. And then we're gonna get into our deck, the Bird Trio deck.
Yeah.
We call it the Bird Trio because we play the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno's GX in this deck.
Well, I have it backwards on the card. Articuno should always be first.
Sure. Articuno should be first. And in this deck that we have made up, we play the stained glass looking.
Oh yeah, the stained glass
tag
promo.
Team.
Tag
the promo.
Team.
Yeah, it's a promo from Hidden Fates.
Hidden Fates. Yeah.
It's the Hidden Fates
Elite Trainer Box promo.
Yeah. So, but we do play 2 of these GXs in the set or in the deck, and what it is it's a GX. It has 300 hit points. It's a tag team. You play 1 fire, 1 water, 1 electric, and 1 colorless for Trinity Burn, and it does 210 damage.
Wow.
So that's pretty good, not bad. And then it has a GX move, which is Sky Legends GX. It's a colorless plus, and then it says shuffle this Pokemon and all the cards attached to it into your deck. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra fire, water, and electric energy attached to it, in addition to the attack cost, this does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon.
Wow, talk about spread.
Right? So you can knock out 3 bench Pokemon real easy with this.
Yeah. It has 300 HP.
Right? I said that.
Oh.
He's weak to, just like all the other birds, he's weak to electric and resistant to fighting.
With a retreat of 3, 1 for each bird.
1 for each bird. So, like I said, we play 2 of these. So now we'll move on to our next Pokemon.
It is the Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX Tag Team.
So, good old ADP.
Yeah.
That we're putting in there. And the reason ADP is in there, it does help to get the energy onto your bird trio.
Yeah, and it has a pretty tough GX move, too.
Right?
It has 280 HP, it is a dragon type, and its first attack for Water, Steel, and Colorless is the Ultimate Ray, 150 damage. Lets you search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. And not ability, but GX move is Altered Creation GX. It's 1 Steel Energy plus, and it's for the rest of this game. Your Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra water energy attached to it, in addition to this attack's cost, when your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from those attacks, take 1 more prize card.
Oh, wow. It's pretty tough.
1 extra prize card for every knockout.
Yeah, so if you knock out a tag team, you're taking 4 prize cards.
4, yeah, you almost said 3.
4 prize cards, so.
Yeah, it is weak to Fairy and resistant.
So,
its retreat is 3.
So he helps out because when you're putting 3 basic energies onto your bench Pokemon, or however you want them, then that builds up your Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, whichever way it's played, your other tag teams. So we do play 2. How many do we play? We play 2 of these in this deck. So it'll also help to bulk up that too, because you need 3 energies for that. So if you have him out first and you're doing this, you get your energies out. It helps to bulk up the birds and the ADP. So he's definitely a good one to have in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we'll move on to our next Pokemon, which is the Victini. He's a 70 hit point, 70 HP fire Pokemon. His first attack, and this is why we really have him in the deck, is Victory Sign. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards from different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. So you have him out first, and you have the 1 fire energy on him, and then you're putting other energies, because both your ADP and your bird trio, they both need different types of energies. You need steel and water on your ADP, and on the bird trio you need water, fire, and
electric.
So this is where Victory Sign really helps out.
Yeah, and
then he has a second attack is Flare for 20. Doesn't really get used just because if you have him out, you're really just going with the main one of the Victory Sign.
We do run 3.
Yep, 3 of those in there. So that is. Oh, let's skip. We got one last Pokemon in here.
Yep, finally we have the Crygonial, 90 HP, Water type, and its attack is Frozen Lock for 1 water energy, 10 damage. Your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand during their next turn. Weak to Steel, and its retreat is 1.
Yeah, so basically he's to lock up your opponent at the beginning of the game to kind of get him to stop playing cards on you so that you can go ahead and build up your other Pokemon.
Yeah, he's an angry snowflake.
Right? So, that's it for our Pokemon. We are going to be moving into our trainer cards.
Oh, yeah.
And our first trainer card is a oldie but a goodie. It is the Custom Catcher. And we've gone over the Custom Catcher before, but we're going to go over it one more time. You may play 2 Custom Catchers at once. If you play one card, draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. So you really can't play 1 Custom Catcher unless you're down to basically no cards in your hand. Obviously 3 or less. So, or there is the second one. If you play 2 cards, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon.
Is this an oldie?
It is.
Really?
It's in one of the older sets. Yeah, it's not in the newer set.
Oh, how old are we talking? Like
still in standard rotation, but it's.
Yeah, it's only Lost Thunder.
Yeah, which is Yeah, one of the older sets, right? Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I didn't know the cutoff for older sets.
I mean, there's older cards like the Switch and stuff that are still in rotation, but this is one of the older sets, so that's all. That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
So it's really an older set, not really an oldie
older
but a
card.
goodie, I guess.
That's why I was a little confused.
All right, well, thanks for clarifying. So, anything else you want to say about the custom catcher?
There's 2 of them in the picture.
And it looks like they're shooting out a spider web.
Well, so if you play 2 custom catchers at a time, you have 4 of the ones in the picture.
You do. You do. Weird.
We do play 4 of those. I'm not sure if we mentioned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Play 4 of those custom catchers. You gotta play 4. Whenever you're playing custom catcher, you gotta play 4. So.
Not true.
No.
No, I have a deck where I play 3.
Why?
It's this mill deck.
Oh, it's an old deck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll go over that some other time.
All right.
So next we have the energy spinner. It's an item. Search your deck for a basic energy card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you go second, and it's your first turn, search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards instead of 1. Shuffle your deck. We've been over this one.
Yeah, we've been over this one.
And it has a very specific condition for its actual use. You got to get it on your first turn, and you have to go second.
Right. So, or you just get 1 basic energy, and that's okay. I mean, you say you have the Victini out, you need that 1 fire energy that you don't have in your hand. There, you pull out the energy spinner and get that 1 fire energy, so that's okay.
Yeah, getting energy to get energy.
Get energy to get energy, right.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it rolls. So, usually if you do go second, I don't really advise to get the 3 basic energies, because you can't play them as fast as you can when you're running the ADP and the Victini, because they'll both draw energy out of your deck. So there's no reason to really pull more than 1 out.
Yeah.
Because really just that 1 is all you need to get you started in the game. We do run 2 of these so that you have a chance of getting it at the beginning of the game. I think it's a good card to play just in case you need energy at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, agreed?
Agreed.
All right, we'll move on to the next card. And our next card is the Great Catcher. Now,
this one's an oldie but a goodie, right?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know how much we really need the Great Catcher in here anymore. So we've talked about the Great Catcher before. You can play this card only if you discard 2 cards from your hand, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon GXs or Pokemon EXs with their active. Now everybody's starting to play V Pokemon, so the Great Catcher doesn't really play into factor there.
Yeah, true. So you gotta make a better catcher.
A better catcher. So Pokemon, make a better catcher than the Great Catcher.
Or just a better catcher to do the V Pokemon.
To get the V Pokemon too. Well, then we have to have multiple cards, so... I mean, there's always Boss's Order, so we could put in there, and that would make it
Boss's
different.
Orders don't grow on trees, though.
No, they don't, so...
It doesn't help that they're like a hollow rare, either.
Yeah, and then, then it's another... That's your supporter for the turn, too. It's a supporter and not a trainer, so... We don't have that luxury of using it as a supporter
than a coin flip, though.
Better than a coin flip, though. Alrighty.
Coin flip.
Alrighty. So we are gonna move on because I think we're done pretty much everything we can with the Great Catcher.
Ooh. Next we got the Pokegear 3.0.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, there we go. So what it does is. You really got a kick out of that one, huh?
Why not? Why not? That was a good one.
So we've been over this one. What it does is look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a supporter card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck and shuffle the other cards back into your deck.
Yep, we went over this before.
Yeah.
How many do we play this one?
A few.
Oh, I don't know if we talked about it. The Great Catcher. We only play Uno, which is 1
in Spanish.
Is that what it is? Spanish?
Yeah.
Uno. Spanish. So, there we go. Maybe we'll have different ones for next time, since we're doing Spanish today.
Different languages?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sounds exciting. You can learn a little bit with your Pokemon.
So, Pokegear 3.0, it looks like we played 2 of them.
Yeah.
So that is that is what we play in this
Unless
deck.
you take one out, then you only play one of them.
And you only play one. So don't take one out.
Yeah, then you only have 59 cards.
You're only at 59 cards. You don't want to do that. So the next card we have in our deck is the Pokemon Communication. Choose one of your Pokemon in your hand, show it to your opponent, and put it on the top of your deck. Which is kind of silly. You should just leave it out because you just got to shuffle it later. If you do, search your deck for a Pokemon, show it to your opponent, and put it in your hand, shuffle the deck afterwards. This is a great card because you could get anything. You don't have to get basic card. You can get
I think they have you put it on the top of your deck because your opponent knows that your card is there. Like, you don't keep it in your hand or you don't get confused.
Keep it in your hand.
And the reason you don't shuffle it in right at the start, because if you go through your whole deck, like, your last card is going to be your Pokemon that you put there, so you don't got to go through the worry of having it sooner in the deck.
Okay, alright.
That's my theory on it.
Right, it's a good theory. This is a great card to get your evolutions out or some more basic Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we only run one, though.
We only run one? Does that make sense? That probably makes sense.
Does it? Maybe to you, but not to me.
No, it makes sense, because none of our stuff is evolutions. An evolution. So, if we don't have an evolution, there's really no need to have more than one. You might get multiple Victinis, because we have 3 of them in our deck. So, to dump a Victini back into your deck to get your ADP out is worth it.
Yeah, that's why you should play. Well, I guess you only play 3. Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I guess. I don't understand though why you play 3 of this card, the reset stamp, and what it does is your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. I think you only need one because it's an end game card. You don't want to play 3 reset stamps in one turn. It's kind of pointless.
It's a beginning of the game card too.
Yeah, you think that. I disagree.
Well, if I mulligan 4 or 5 times and you got 8 cards in your hand or 9 cards in your hand and I get to go first, I can reset stamp you for 6.
Yeah, I guess because of the loss of the supporters.
So anyways, we're going to continue on. The reset stamp, we play 3 like Nick said. It's a good card. It's a good beginning card like we said, and a good game ending card to really slow your opponent down from...
Or a good mid-game card if they have too many cards in their hand.
Yep, if they're playing something obscure like the Unknown deck.
But my problem with the reset stamp, though, too, is when I play, I only reset them to 6 because they don't get any prize cards on me.
Right.
I don't know if you have the same luxury, but...
I don't. I'm not as good as a player as you are, Nick. I play very strategic. Let them take some prize cards, let them have that vote of confidence, and then come back and smash them at the end.
Oh, I just smash them from the start.
No. I got to give them a little bit of hope. I like to tinker with them a little bit and give them a little bit of hope. Here you go. Take a prize card or 2. I'm going to take all of mine.
Yeah.
All 6 at once.
At once. You got to get that Guzzlord and expand.
No. My new deck with Sandslash. 6 prize cards.
We'll have to go over that one, too. That one sounds like fun.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that.
Alrighty.
Alright, so anyways.
The next card is the Switch. We've been over this one. It's been over this. Oh, an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, this is an oldie but a goodie, huh?
Yes.
Alright, an oldie but a goodie.
Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon.
Yep.
The art that we have here is actually an oldie.
Yeah, and I believe the Switch is in base set, too.
Oh, this is only 2010. It's not that old. It's only 10 years old.
Well, they haven't had the Pokemon online only since like 2010. We'll have to look that up and see when the online was.
Yeah, when we're looking up one in French or Japanese.
Yes. So, but we do play 2 of these, 2 Switches. The reason we do is because we have high retreat costs on the Palkia, the ADP, and the Bird Trio. They're both high cost. They're both high cost, yes. for retreats. So that's how we play them. So if they get 2 damaged, we can pull them out and bring in something else.
Something better suited for the occasion.
Yes. Now we're gonna, since we've taken care of the switch because we've beaten it to death, we are gonna move along to the tag call.
Not the switch.
Yeah, the switch.
Don't beat the switch to death.
We already did. Done.
I know.
Done.
You're right.
Done. So the tag call, search your deck for up to 2 tag team cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck.
Now this is
shuffle. Yeah, shuffle. You gotta shuffle.
Yeah, oh yeah, I see what you mean.
See, we shuffle our decks, so.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
this is a pretty good card. I like it.
It is a pretty good card, especially for this deck, because we have 2 of the birds, which are tag teams, and 2 of the ADPs, which are also tag teams.
And some supporters that we'll get to later.
Right. We'll also talk about some supporters that we have for this deck that we play.
Now, this card is good enough to run 4 in this deck.
Yeah, so we do run 4. I'm good with that. I don't see... Maybe we can bring that down a little bit. I mean, maybe 4 is a little harsh.
I like 4.
Yeah, you don't mind playing a heavy 4?
What is the tag call, though?
What is that? It's a whistle.
Is it a whistle?
I think so. There's a little thing there.
A double tube whistle?
Yeah, double tube whistle.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because you can call it 2 tag teams, so double call.
That would make sense.
All right.
But maybe it's for one of each of the tag teams. One for each Pokemon or trainer in the tag team.
Oh, maybe. All right, you ready to move along?
Yeah, we beat that one to the death too.
This card is a real.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. It's a very particular card. You only have 1 shot at it.
Yeah, it's the legendary Wait and See Hammer. It's a very wordy name for a trainer. One of the wordiest, I'd say.
I would say so too, yes.
And then what it is you can use this card only if you go second and only on your first turn, and it's discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon.
So it's very... It's
particular.
Very particular, yes. You get 1 shot at it for the whole game. Other than that, if you don't get it on your first turn, you're done. It's pretty much garbage. So, does it need to be in there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What else would you put in there?
Yeah, right?
Boss's orders?
Boss's orders. Yeah, I could use a boss's orders.
We only run 1 of those for obvious reasons.
Right, because you can only play 1 because... What are the chances that you get more than 1?
I don't know about the name, the Wait and See Hammer. There's not a lot of waiting going on.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Wait and see. I mean...
Wait and see what happens to this hammer after the first turn.
Well, I don't get that. It's like, we're not waiting for anything. We're using the thing right away. That hammer's being used right away.
Yeah.
No waiting. Hammer away.
Yeah, hammer time.
Unless they're talking about wait and see, because you go second. You go second, so... wait and see what happens when I go second.
Or maybe it's wait and see what happens to this hammer after you after you don't play it on your second turn.
Maybe.
First turn.
I'm not happy with the name.
It's open to interpretation.
Maybe I should just put the crushing hammer in here and get rid of this altogether.
No.
But that's a coin flip.
Yeah.
This is a guaranteed take that energy off your opponent.
And the enhanced hammer is dead, so...
Enhanced hammer's dead too, yes. Maybe I'll come back.
Right. I hope.
A lot of that stuff likes to come back, so we'll wait and see.
Just like the hammer.
Just like the hammer. So let's move along to the next card. Next trainer is... Ooh, we're into stadiums.
Oh, we play a ton of those in this deck.
So we are playing... This one here is the Power Plant. Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX in play have no abilities.
Both yours and your opponent's.
Both yours and your opponent's. No abilities.
Yeah, I don't... there's a card this was for.
Which... Who has a... Oh, you know what? It stops the Mewtwo.
And the Dedenne.
And the Dedenne. And the Tapu Lele. Oh, we don't play Tapu Lele anymore. So sad.
I miss Tapu Lele.
I miss Tapu Lele.
Right when they made the promo, too.
But now, looking at this card, look what they have on here.
Oh.
I've never noticed that.
It looks like they just stamped him on.
Right?
It's the Voltorb.
The Voltorb. He's right in the middle of the card.
Well, we have the full art.
This is the full art
The
card.
secret rare or
secret,
whatever.
yeah, secret rare full art. But
is it on the other one?
No,
it's not on the original.
It's not on the original. Just on the full art.
It just looks like they stamped him on there. It doesn't even look like he's looking right at us too.
Huh. I'm sure that's what it looks like on the regular card, but this is the one on the online one, so.
I never noticed that.
Never noticed it either.
That's weird.
Once again, with the stadiums, the way they play is this card stays in play. When you play it, this card, this card, this this card. If another stadium card comes into play, if another card with the same name is played, you can't play this card.
We always come back to discard this card.
This card, this card. Okay. Every time. This card, this card. We're going to move on from the power plant to our next trainer, which is the...
Supporter.
Ooh, supporter.
I'm not sure if you wanted me to say the name or support.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm still a little...
You're still giggling about the discard, discard?
Yeah.
This card, this card.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so it's the channeler. And remove all effective attacks on you and each of your I was confused. On you and each of your Pokemon.
That's what it does say.
Yeah. I wasn't sure at first. I guess it...
Remove all effects of attacks
on you. Oh, it's like if
you
you can't play the items.
Oh, you and each of your Pokemon. Okay, yeah. If you got an item lock or something, that's where this will help out.
If you play the Cragonium.
Right?
Where have I seen that before?
The Cragonium?
Yeah.
No. But it is a good card to have in there to help you. I think we only play one. Oh, we didn't go over how many we played of the power plant. I think we played 3 of the power plants.
We played 4.
We got a full playset of the power plant.
Very heavy on a power plant. I don't know if that's needed. This such a threat to Mewtwo. Or is Mewtwo such a threat to this deck? Or do you just hate the Dedenne?
I think both.
Oh, alrighty. Well, that's why you play. Well, that's why you play the reset stamp though for the Dedenne.
For the Dedenne.
We only play one channeler.
Only one channeler.
The channeler looks a little psycho.
He looks like he's scared.
Is it a he or is it a she?
She? He? Karate person. She, maybe. I don't know. Looks like a karate robe on.
Karate person.
You know, don't judge me. I mean, whatever. That's what it is. They got a karate robe on. I don't know.
You're right.
And they got a bow staff, maybe.
You're right.
What is this? Or is that a magical wand? What is it? You tell me.
It's a magical wand.
No. Bow staff.
I like the magical wand.
Pokeball in one hand and bow staff in the other.
What do they need a bow staff for? To take out the Pokemon?
To poke people. To poke the opponents.
And are you sure that's a karate robe or is it a lab robe?
I definitely think it's a karate robe.
They're glowing too.
Not a lab robe.
Lab coat. They're glowing.
Yeah. They're glowing?
Yeah. Look, you can see this like outline and they're glowing.
Maybe.
The magic wand.
The bow staff. We'll say bow staff.
No. We'll say magic wand.
Magic wand?
Yeah.
Magic wand?
No,
then.
actually, comment bow staff or magic wand. Which
you guys tell us if it's a bow staff or if it's a magic wand.
And whoever...
Hey, maybe they're roasting marshmallows. Maybe it's a marshmallow on the end of a stick.
It's quite the marshmallow stick. Perfectly fitted for the marshmallow.
I mean, it's a Pokemon, you know.
It is.
They got Pokeballs. They might have a perfectly made stick for a marshmallow.
Right.
So it's a good possibility.
Right. Or comment special third option, marshmallow stick.
Or whatever you guys really think it is.
Yeah.
If you come up with something better than what we have, let us know. So we'd like to hear in the comments. So go ahead and take a comment and still saying bow staff, man. That's the way to go. All right.
Not the magic wand.
Magic wand. Okay. He's a karate person. Bow staff and a karate person. It makes sense.
Yeah, but
not a magic wand. What kind of karate person has a magic wand?
I don't know.
All right, then. We'll move along then to our next next trainer card is the supporter, the coach trainer. This is pretty cool looking card.
There's 2 people on it.
There's 2 people on it, and it says draw 2 cards. If your active Pokemon is a tag team Pokemon, which we play 4 of, and that's our main attacker, draw 2 more cards. So you get to draw 4 cards. Pretty good card.
I like Dan better.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I do.
Okay. But look at this. They got Pikachu, and they have,
Zekrom. Yeah.
On the artwork for, this is the regular artwork for that. And on the full art,
they're shaking their fingers at you. The finger wag.
Well, they got 2 fingers. They only have 1 finger. How do you do that with the?
Oh, like there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
They have their Pokeball in their hand too.
That's a tiny little Pokeball too. I thought Pokeballs were a little bigger, like more.
Well, in the show, like they shrink and grow. I thought.
I guess. And they're wearing green jackets. They look. You know what?
The other one's better.
So you like Dan better than Coach Trainer? You could possibly get for this deck though. For this deck, because it's more tag team based, this is a better card for this deck.
I know, but this is not living on the edge, high stakes Pokemon that playing this card. This is safe road, easy road Pokemon.
That's win Pokemon, win. Not playing Dan edge of the road, trying to get somewhere with a possible rock paper scissors. No.
Yeah,
we're gonna just stick with the Coach Trainer for this particular deck. Because you do play four tag team Pokemon, which are going to be probably your main attackers for the game.
Yeah, but it's like seeing if it's like you're going to a birthday party and you're taking a risk if the road is under construction, and if it's not under construction, you'll be on time, and then if it is, you'll be late. And playing Dan is going on the construction road.
Well, the problem with Dan is you only get 2 cards and then possibly 1 more.
Is it only 1 more? I thought it was 2 more.
2 more, 1 more, 2 more. What's the difference? You're still getting the same amount of cards.
What's the difference?
That's a given.
The difference is 1.
Okay, well, we're going to move along to our next supporter, which we've gone over before.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. Cynthia and Caitlin. It is a tag team supporter.
So we can use our tag call to pull this card if we need it.
Yeah, and you put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. You can't choose Cynthia and Caitlin or a card you discarded with the effect of this card. And when you play this card, you may discard another card from your hand if you do draw 3 cards.
Okay, so this is a good card.
It's alright, I mean, I've seen
you
better.
Can get your Dan out.
Yeah.
Or you can get
then I couldn't play my Dan.
You can play the Coach Trainer. You can get the Coach Trainer out. Well, because you're pulling a supporter, so that's...
you're right.
You can play the Chandler again. You can play the Coach Trainer again. We didn't... How many Coach Trainers did we say we had?
2, maybe?
2? Yeah, we play 2 in this deck. So, really not that many.
No.
But we are playing...
Dose.
We are playing 3 of the Cynthia Caitlins.
Really? 3?
Yeah,
3.
Yeah,
3.
Yeah, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So, this will help us to get more cards back into our hand and more supporters, get another supporter for next turn. And then you get to draw 3 more cards if you discard something.
It's always good draw sport.
Yeah.
What's the difference though? 2 or 3? What does it matter?
Well, you're getting 4.
4? Oh yeah, 4.
You're getting 4. You're automatically getting 4 if you discard a card.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You could discard that Victini you don't need. So.
You already used your Victini for your Pokemon communication.
Well, you drew it again, so that's a good possibility. So, anyways, so we played 3 of these. We'll just so it's a great one to have for with the tag call. You can pull it out.
It's good in most decks.
It's good in most decks, right? Here's a card that not a lot of people play.
This guy's funky looking.
But we do play it in this deck.
It's your turn.
And he's a supporter, and it's Faba. And what he
looks like
does,
a guy that'd be named Faba.
Yeah, what he does is choose a Pokemon tool or special energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon or any stadium card in play and put it into the lost zone. So, if someone's playing the Chaotic Swirl, Chaos Swell. Chaos Swell.
Chaotic Swell.
Chaotic Swell. Then you can play this and get rid of it. If they have a special energy that they're playing, you can get rid of it. Pokemon Tool, get rid of it. So, it's kind of it's not a strong played card. It's definitely not played in rotation too much, but
it's used for mill.
It's used for mill.
I don't even know why you play this card. Do you even know that?
It is for the stadium card, to get rid of stadium cards.
You run 4 stadiums.
I know.
The Chaotic Swell?
Then I have one Faba to take care of the Chaotic Swell if I need to.
I guess so.
Because I can always get the Faba back and get rid of whatever I want. Or the special energies. There's a lot more special energies out too now.
Yeah, you're right.
So I mean, it does have its use. Now, how much I actually play it? Probably not a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's a good card just to have, just in case I do need to get to that next point and stop somebody. So.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why I was saying he's funny looking, you're probably seeing the picture, but he does have lime green sunglasses and like lime green like wrist gloves.
Gauntlets, maybe you might even say.
Yeah, maybe.
Or they could be, a 2-part glove, like white on the top and green on the bottom.
They could be the antibacterial gloves.
They could be. So, and he's very oddly shaped.
He has a trench coat too. That's what it is, right? With a big collar.
Yeah, big collar.
The collar the size of his head.
Big swoopy collar. So.
Yeah.
But definitely a guy because he has a beard. So.
Yeah.
A very funky looking beard.
Good call.
So, but some might say it's a female just because it's a very slim figure, kind of that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, very strange. So.
It is a dude, though.
It is a dude, though. Definitely a dude. Looking at that's the full art we're looking at.
Oh, he has a Hunchback of Notre Dame going on in the other art.
The standard art, he kind of looks like he looks kind of creepy.
Oh, he has a green collar, too. Not a green...
He has some kind of portal going on, too, there, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So,
anyway. Why isn't that in the full art? That would have looked way cooler than whatever he is going on behind him in the full art.
Yeah, so, anyways, he looks more like a mad scientist, maybe.
Yeah.
Very strange looking.
We only run one of them?
Right? Well, I run one, because you can always pull them back out with Cynthia Caitlin. So.
Well, you only got 3 shots at that if you do.
You only got 3 shots at it. So.
Alrighty.
Okay, moving along to our next card.
I'm a fan of this card. I think it's pretty cool. Green's Exploration. It is a supporter, and you can play this card only if you have no Pokemon with abilities in play. It's easy. None of our Pokemon have abilities. Then search your deck for up to 2 trainer cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. We do run 4 of these.
Yes.
It's a pretty heavily played supporter.
Now, this is a good one to have at the beginning of the game to play.
So you get your wait and see hammer.
Get your wait and see hammer.
Go,
bam! And your energy spinner.
Yeah. No, you don't have to play the energy spinner first. Get your tag call.
Get your tag call out then. So one of the 2 you can get out and really get a good jump on it. But that's if you're going second. So it's a good second turn if you're.
Oh yeah.
If you're second person, that's what you want to do. If you're playing first, then you're not playing Green's Exploration if you're playing first because.
Yeah, Pokemon got a little too big for its britches and said no more first. The person who goes first supporters.
Yeah, so
we can't have that.
Yeah, they don't want you to do that. Not a chance. So, anyways, or you can get a reset stamp out later in the game. You can get a reset stamp out at the beginning of the game too.
Or in the middle of the game.
Right. So your Green's Exploration, you pull the wait and see hammer, and you pull the reset stamp. Later on, you have a Green's Explorer, and then you pull
Green's Exploration.
I'm sorry, Green's Exploration, and you pull 2 custom catchers out to pull in something to win the game.
Get your Pokemon communication so you don't gotta get your Victini.
Right.
So you can get rid of that Victini that you've been holding.
Right. Or or to switch.
Or the Cynthia Caitlin to also get rid of your Victini.
Yeah, so anyways, what you do is you'd want to play that green's exploration to pull out 2 custom catchers and maybe get you to the end part of the game.
To the victory.
Bring someone in that.
Bringing home the bacon.
Bring someone in to get that final knockout. It's a good card to help you get your final knockout and win the game.
Yeah, so, it is a good card. It's heavily played right now.
Heavily played, so.
4 of them. I don't know if I said that, but
yep,
worth mentioning.
4 of them. And then our final trainer, or not our final trainer, our final supporter is Malo and Lana. Once again, it's not something you can pull out with a tag call. So what this does is switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon.
Not your opponent's.
Oh, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. When you play this card, you may discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, heal 20 damage.
120.
Man, 120 damage from the Pokemon you move to the bench.
I hate this card.
What's that?
I hate this card.
Why is that?
Because I play against it all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, about to win. Nope, Malolana. Heal that 120 and retreat.
And retreat, yeah. So, I mean, it's good for this deck because your bird trio can take a lot of damage. It can take 300. It can take 290 damage before it's knocked out.
Yeah.
And then you can retreat it back to your bench and save 120 off of it.
Yeah, down to 70 damage.
Right? And then also down to 70.
Yeah, 120 minus 1. Oh, 290.
290.
Yeah. Did I do that math right?
Yeah, you'd know.
No, 170?
170, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, so, hey, we're both a little off today, but that's okay. So that's one thing you do. You could also retreat your ADP with this and bring in your other ADP. Hopefully by that time when you already have them both loaded up with full amount of energy that they need to attack. I mean, that's really where you should be when you're playing this card. You should have all your energies out, ready to attack.
Yeah, the art, though, it doesn't look good, though. It looked like it was just photoshopped, really.
Yeah, it's not very exciting.
It looks like they were, like, Lana was just thrown in there into a card that was supposed to be Mallow reprint.
Right?
The full art doesn't look bad.
Not too bad. We don't have full art, so we're going to move along. We play 2 of those. This is another good card to get out with Cynthia and Caitlin later on when you need it. You might not need it more than twice, so...
Yeah. Now this final card, it probably doesn't have a lot of use anymore because of the newfangled whatever nowadays. It is the Choice Helmet, it's an item, it's a tool, and the Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less damage from the attacks of your opponent's Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX.
Man, I miss the Choice Band. That's what I really miss.
Yeah, nobody cared about the Choice Helmet.
Yeah, the Choice Helmet's not a really great one to have. This could probably be swapped out with something else.
Like the Vitality Band.
Like the Vitality Band.
Or the Air Balloon, but...
The Air Balloon won't really help out, though.
No, their retreat costs a 3.
No, not what retreat costs a 3.
Maybe the U-turn board on the Victini.
The Vitality Band, though, probably help out.
Yeah, or the U-turn board for that Victini. You can attach that, and he gets knocked out, just bring in a new Victini and your U-turn board back on.
I guess, but hopefully after the one Victini gets knocked out, hopefully you have enough energy on your ADP to just attack and not have to worry about it anymore, you know?
Yeah, I can see that, but
I don't think there's going to be another play for that.
You never know. I mean, don't count it out just yet.
I guess. You know, one of the things you got to worry about with this deck, though, is the Obstagoon deck. Because the Obstagoon's attack does 90 damage and can't be attacked by basic Pokemon. Can't be damaged by basic Pokemon. So that's one of the big downfalls of this deck. If you run against that, you don't have a lot of chance.
Keep going. Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, now, just making sure. Just making sure.
Hey, that's it, Nick. That's it.
Okay, so according to your previous logic, this card is an oldie but a goodie.
This one is not an oldie or a goodie. It is neither.
It's just an oldie because you said it's the Lost Thunder.
It is the Lost Thunder. Yeah, but it's not a goodie, so it doesn't fall into that oldie but a goodie. This is just an oldie that's
An
pretty
oldie
much
but a rusty.
It should be put to rest, I want to say. It should be a oldie put to rest. How about that?
I don't think it's horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. I'd say it falls in the good category.
You do?
Yeah. That 30 damage, like, install decks? Are you kidding me? It basically adds a 30 extra HP to your Pokemon.
Yeah, but like we've said, everybody's playing the Vs and the V Maxes, well, so yeah, it doesn't help.
Well, that's what makes it an oldie, because back in the day it was alright.
Not even back in the day. Who was playing it back in the day? Nobody.
Venusaur Celebi.
I don't know.
No, you don't know, because I'm right.
I don't know. I mean, I played the Venusaur Celebi, and I didn't put it in there, so... I don't know. So, anyways, that is the last card in the deck other than Energy, which we play we play 4 Fire, 3 Electric, 3 of the Steel ones, and 4 of the Water.
Very scattered.
Right, but we need them all for the birds and for the Palkia the ADB.
And the Victini.
Well, the bird needs fire.
So does Victini.
I guess.
The bird needs electric.
I guess. So, but that's really the whole deck right there. We have 60 cards in the deck, so that's what it probably needs some updating. Like the Choice Helmet probably needs to be updated,
and the Power Plant.
Probably the Great Catcher needs to be updated.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things in this deck that possibly need some updating at this time. That is it for the deck for today.
All right, you wanna say who won?
Go right ahead.
Alrighty, I didn't know if you want to do that.
No, you can do. So this is our winner for this week is
Adrian.
Adrian, all right. Good job, Adrian. And that is all we have for this week's Pokemon podcast.
Alrighty.
Hopefully we'll find something really fun to talk about next week.
We always do. I mean, you know.
Leave something good in the comments to let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And, you know, any kind of suggestions that you have on what you want to hear from us, we would be happy to talk about it. This is Dan.
This is Nick, and this was Happy Vanas Pokemon.